Hi, habit changers. Happy Valentine's. Today I'm going to go ahead and feature a apple crisp pie or crumble or whatever you want to call it. It's my version of an apple crumble, individual size, and you can adapt it. I'm going to show you different variations. You could do it for any special occasion, or if you're just having a sweet tooth and you have an apple at home and a couple of simple ingredients and you want to curb that sweet tooth, this is what you're going to do. Come here and I'll show you the ingredients. Okay guys, so I have 2 chopped apples, green apples. You can use any baking apple you prefer. I have some cornstarch, some blueberries, some chopped up dates, some cranberries. I have some flaxseed, and I have some steel oats, coconut oil, and cinnamon, as well as a 1/4 cup of sugar. And this is optional, and I'll show you why. So I'll show you how to put this all together. So I just want to talk real quick about how you want to serve this. When I said apple crumble, technically we use a pie dish and we put all our, apples or whatever berries or whatever fruit it is that you want to use. Today's habit challenge is going to be portion control. So it's not to say that you can't have sweets, but in order to have portion control, I choose not to eat the whole pie this time around. I'm going to go ahead and feature my pretty little Valentine's ramekins. And then this way you have an individual portion. You get your sweet tooth taken care of, and again, it's all about portion control. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my apples, and I've already cut them. I've already cut them, and I've already sprinkled some lemon juice on them. This is why they haven't discolored. And for the small ramekins, I'm going to go ahead and cut these in half. If you were going to go ahead and use that big old pie dish, you want to pile on all these apples for a pie dish. You're probably going to need between 5 to 6 apples, depending how big it is. But again, this is just a small portion. Okay. Now, when you have them all chopped, I don't know about you, but I love me a tangy little apple pie when I have apple pie. And there's certain food stores that carry them, and I love them, but it's just loaded in sugar, even though they're tart. This is a way to do it and control your sugar. Now, I forgot to mention the beauty of my recipe here is that it is flourless, which means that you're still going to get that gooey caramelization once it goes in the oven. I think these are all chopped up, but we're going to use cornstarch instead of flour for a gluten-free apple crisp. Okay, so now that that's there, let me grab a hand towel. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead, and when I said about the sugar, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with just a sprinkle of it. I'm gonna eyeball it. So this is about 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and do about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now the cornstarch is gonna act as your thickener. So this is what we're replacing instead of the flour. Okay, you're going to coat that really well. I had already dusted them with some cinnamon. You want more cinnamon, you can go ahead and put that at this time. Okay, so once you see that all that cornstarch is dissolved, and it will get dissolved with the lemon juice in there and everything, and the apple juices, you're going to go ahead and just put that to a side. Now, why do I have all these other ingredients? Well, yesterday I made French toast and I made my own jam, and it was strawberries and blueberries, and I let it reduce down, and this is what I got. So I thought I can just use this on top of here and it'll be like a berry apple crumble. We're going to try one of those. And then the reason we're not using so much sugar is because we're using sweet dates, which basically this is like sugar. Once you put this in here, they're going to dissolve and they're going to get sweet and gooey. This is going to be one of your sugar substitutes, okay? And another thing that's going to make this just a little bit better for you is coconut oil instead of butter. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to assemble one. You're going to go ahead and put your pieces in here. However, you're going to pack this on. And you're going to load it up with your apples. Okay. You're going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to put dates in mine. I'm going to put blueberries in this one. All of the stuff is going to just bubble up, guys. You can use this as a dessert. I love things that are double fold. Now, remember when I said my flaxseed? I'm going to incorporate that into my steel oats. This is going to be the crumble part of your crumble. If you have walnuts, which I typically put in here, I didn't have any today, that is so good. You just chop those in here, or you put them in your NutriBullet and chop them together. And that's what you get. Now, here's your butter substitute. And you're going to go ahead and crumble your butter substitute, which is your coconut oil. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to allow this to bubble in. Actually, I would have put this inside with the apples. I skipped that step, but it's okay. You're going to see how it's all going to come together because that cornstarch was in there. So this looks a hot mess now, but it's not going to be. It's already going to be so good. Then if you just want to just put just the tiniest tad of sugar just for the top crumble part of it. Remember, you have those blueberries in there. A couple more dates. And that's number one. You're going to pop this in the oven at 350 for about half an hour. I'm going to go ahead and assemble a couple more so you can see a different variation. I'll show you what these guys look like when they come out. Okay guys, you see how it's bubbling? That's when you know it's getting all nice and gooey. So when you see that, about 5 more minutes and it's done. Okay guys, it's already been about half an hour. I smell it and I saw it bubbling. So we're going to check it. I'm going to take it out and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here it is. Your individual apple crisp. This one I put blueberries. And see, it's very hot. Very, very, very hot. But how cute is this? You don't have to do this for Valentine's Day. You could do it for any special occasion. And again, it's all about portion control. So you have your own little individual cup of goodness. You can put some vanilla yogurt in here and let it melt, or vanilla ice cream. It's your choice. But how yummy is this? Can you zoom in here for a minute? Look at that. You hear that's hot. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and give it a try. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, this is Jeanette with Habit for Life. Every habit changed is a step towards abundant living. Live your John 10:10 life. Thanks for tuning in, guys.